BigFly.
Multimedia.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's Monday, January 16th, 2017, and it's ice storming like crazy here in Wisconsin. Barely made it home alive, but I'm here, I'm with my fish, all is good. What I wanted to talk about today was a little bit about hybrid fish, and I really hope you guys take the time to leave a comment in the comment section explaining what you think about hybrid fish, where's their place in the hobby, if any. What spurred this is Saturday evening I had a pair of peacocks, Peacock Cichlids from Africa in here. They were breeding. Now, I purchased these fish from a chain pet store. They were in a tank marked mixed Peacock Cichlids, right? So I picked them up. I did my best at the time to guess what were going to be all males because I really wanted to keep an all male tank, but lo and behold, one of them turned out to be female. They were hard to tell. They were an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches at most. Yeah, about an inch and a half when I picked them up. So it was very hard to sex them. I couldn't do it. Made some really good guesses. I only got one peacock that turned out to be a female, so that's not bad. And I think at the time I picked up 6 of them, so those are pretty good odds. But anyway, lo and behold, one of them's a female and they're breeding. I can't confidently identify either of the fish, so I don't know what to even call the fish themselves, let alone what would you call the offspring a mix of. I can't even do that. But I think the male is stunning. He's a very, very pretty fish. So my intention would have been to actually hatch out the eggs, get the female to mouth brood them to fry and raise the fry up to see what I got. And I think the dilemma with hybrid fish is that if you get rid of them, what do? You know, I would honestly have to tell people I have no idea what these fish are. I could show them pictures of the parents, say these are the fish that came out of these two, right? But the dilemma in that is there's a certain sect of this hobby that really strives to keep the line pure, particularly. I think the biggest thing lately that I've heard is in rainbow fish. I know Gary Lang does a lot of work to keep pure line breeding certain types of rainbow fish, and I understand that there are some types of rainbow fish in the hobby that are lost, and we're never going to get them back. I don't know the details on that, but that's kind of a shame that we've lost the original species due to inbreeding by, you know, fish farms and hobbyists and people not being upright about what's going on in their tanks when they're selling the fry. You know, if you have a bunch of fish in a tank and they're all capable of breeding and you don't actually witness which pair of fish are doing the breeding, how do you know what you got, right? So I got some really good footage of the peacocks breeding. I'm going to share that with you guys now, and then we'll do a little commentary. But think about it. At the end of the video, take your time, put something in the comments, let me know what you think of hybrid fish. I don't think it's a horrible thing in all situations. One advantage to hybrids is we get a more diverse set of fish that we can acquire, which is always good. As an aquarist, I love variety. And I don't think there's any problem with hybrids if you're being honest about it. Anyway, let's take a look. We'll take a look at the footage. I'll stop babbling. I'll kind of babble during the footage, but check it out. Here's the 2 peacocks breeding in my 125. Enjoy. Alright, here we are. Here's the happy couple. As you can see, by the time I started filming, she already had several eggs in her mouth. Don't know how many, but she definitely had a few. And they picked this piece of limestone in the aquarium to do their breeding on, which worked out perfect for me for filming them. As you see, as this video goes on, I'm cutting between clips, between breeding sessions. This didn't take place all right in a row. They were in and out. He was chasing other fish around. There's a red zebra in this tank. Boona, right there he goes. That fish constantly interrupted them while they were breeding, and that is actually really cool to see live, because you understand why they have the breeding technique that they do to, you know, decrease the amount of eggs lost to predation. She can pick them up and bolt with them, no loss. Pretty cool stuff. But these fish I picked up at the pet store in August. It was right towards the end of August, and they were juvenile, very small, like I said earlier in the video, and they're breeding age now, and it's only a matter of 5 months or so. And there she goes, gobbling up an egg. Pretty cool stuff, man. I love watching this stuff. And here they are in a different part of the tank, kind of hanging out. She kind of chases him around a little bit as much as he chases her at this stage. She's like, come on, boy, get back over there. Years ago when I had a breeding trio of Frontoses, they did very similar breeding, but the females always nipped at the male's anal fin. So I don't know if that's part of the process that they're missing at this point yet, being so young, or if she just didn't feel it necessary. And there's that red zebra again coming in to break up the party. And there he is again. I think for OB Peacock, she's a pretty cool looking fish. Got a lot of color in her. If my camera were in focus, you'd see that. Oh, there she is. Nice looking fish. So is he. I wish I knew what to call him, but he's got to be a hybrid himself, because I haven't seen the bluish peacock like that with no other color in the body and that type of striping. And there she is now, chowing on her eggs. And surprisingly, he did not get overly aggressive with her. Her fins are in pretty good shape. He wasn't beating on her. And that piece of limestone that they're on, she keeps dropping those eggs right behind that little ridge in the stone, so we can't see her dropping them, but she's definitely dropping them and picking them up. And there's that zebra again. He didn't like that at all for some reason. Don't know why, but he had to get in there and get involved. Hope you guys are catching that, seeing those eggs drop and watching her pick them up. That's pretty cool. And there, it's getting towards the middle of the breeding process, and she's got quite the mouthful already. Another piece of advice I have, if you want to experience this kind of behavior in your fish tanks, you got to have your fish tanks close to where you spend the most of your time. That's why I have them downstairs in my computer room. My fish room and my computer room are one of the same. Really helps being able to catch this type of activity. Alright, here we're getting close to the end of what I filmed. That is so neat to watch. I really enjoyed that. Alright, so those were the peacocks doing their thing. She had an absolute ginormous mouthful of eggs Saturday night when I stopped filming. I pretty much filmed until they were finished. Several sessions of breeding took place, and she had to have a good 15 to 16, maybe even a little bit more eggs in her mouth, because they went at it for quite a long time. Yeah, let me know what you think about hybridization of fish. When is it appropriate? When is it not? I'm not going to make that call for anybody else. I'm going to do what I want to do for me and let other people do what they want to do. This is a hobby. It's a very interesting hobby, and you can get things happening in your tanks like this where you may not know where things are coming from. The only thing I would ask is be honest to the people that, if you are going to raise the fry and sell them, be honest with the people, let them know what they're getting. Don't misrepresent what you're selling them. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great week. Everybody take care of yourselves, take care of your fish, even if they're hybrids. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Peace.